Hello students, welcome to the e-learning platform presented by Mechanical Engineering Department of Dr. Bapuji Saroke Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kolhapur. The learning objectives for today's session are number 1, study of wheel and its types. From this session we are going to move further with our further part of, of wheels. Yes. The first objective of today's session will be study of wheel and its type. Second, study of rim and its type. So these are the learning objectives for today's session. Starting with wheels. The wheel and tire assembly is the last member in the driveline of transmission system. Wheels are connected to rear axle. As the rear axle rotates, the wheel also rotates and vehicle moves on the road. The wheel assembly consists of hub, disc, or spoke type, rim, tire and tube. The main function of an wheel is to support the load of passenger vehicle and resist side force during turning called lateral load. The wheel also transmit engine torque and braking torque to tire while driving and braking called as tractive load. The function of an wheel are it should support the load of the vehicle, brake system, mounting, and the passenger. It should resist side force or during turning called lateral load. The wheel also transmit engine driving torque and braking torque to tires while driving and braking called as tractive load. It assists the steering system of an vehicle and it should absorb the shocks caused by the road irregularities. The necessity of wheels or necessity and requirement of wheel is that it should be strong enough to withstand the weight of an vehicle. It should be perfectly balanced statically and dynamically. It should be light in weight and easily remarkable. It should be able to grip the road surface and it should not deteriorate with weather or condition and age. Types of automobile wheels. The automobile wheels are classified into three types as shown in figure. The first one is pressed steel disc wheel, and second wire or spoke wheel, and third light alloy casting wheel. This type, all three types of wheels we are going to see in detail one by one. The first one is pressed steel wheel disc. This disc or steel wheel disc are widely used for cars. These are light, strong, cheap and resistant to accidental damage. This type of wheel consists of two parts, namely the rim and the disc member welded together. When the bead of tire is resting in the well, it is possible to pass the tire over the opposite edge of the rim. The pressed steel wheel disc as shown in figure is the figure shows the cut section of the pressed steel disc wheel or pressed steel wheel disc. The seat of the rim in where the tire rests has 15 to 5 degree to 15-degree taper. So as the tire is inflated, the beads are forced up the taper to give a wedge fit with tubeless tire. The taper helps to make a good seal. The wheels are secured by the axle or the wheels are secured to the axle with the help of 4 or 5 bolt or spaced equally in a circle around the hub flanges. Some slots are provided in wheel disc to allow the air to pass to the inner side for better cooling in the brake drum from inside. A hole in the rim serves to accommodate the tube wall. A wheel constructed in two parts which when fastened together combines to form rim having two fixed planes is called divided wheel. This type is used nowadays for all types of passenger vehicles. Second type, wire or spoke wheel. Wire or spoke wheels are lighter, stronger and springy. It consists of a separate hub which is attached to the rim through number of wire called spokes as shown. The spokes are mounted in a complicated crisscross fashion in all three planes. The component of vehicle weight in the direction of spokes above the hub is sustained by the spokes in tension. The braking and driving torques are taken by spoke. The side forces during cornering are taken by spokes forming triangular arrangement. The initial tension in spoke can be adjusted by screw nipple which also serve to secure the spokes to rim. The hub is provided with internal spline and to corresponding spline on axle shaft. These are light in weight, have high strength, provide better cooling of the brake drum, better airflow around the brake drum, and very easy for changing wheel as only one nut has to be open. These are difficult to clean in spoke tend to work loose in service, and these are expensive due to complicated in construction. Third type, light cast alloy wheel. Light cast alloy wheels are made from casting of light alloy of aluminium or magnesium. Generally in market these are known as mag wheels. These are made from the alloy of magnesium and are known as mag wheels. The light cast alloy wheel as shown in figure is the cross section, and these have wider rim and radial ribs which also act as an angle spokes to provide strength and air circulation and also reduce the noise and vibration. Wider rims provide stability during cornering. Use of alloy improve appearance and provide corrosion resistant property. Cast wheels are generally used for car or while forged wheels are preferred for heavy vehicles. Heavier section of wheel can be used which improve the stiffness and result in better stress distribution. These are lighter in weight and reduces unsprung weight of vehicle, better conductor of heat which help in heat dissipation during braking, provide better brake drum cooling, it improves stability on corner and have high impact and fatigue strength by their better shock absorption capacity. The disadvantage is it has high manufacturing cost because of precision machining required and poor resistance to corrosion, hence protective coating is provided over it. Next part is rims. The function of rim. Rim are provided to hold the wheel or tire assembly. Rim provide leverage and reduce friction when the vehicle is moving. The rim work is to rotate around the tire. These are essential for all automobile, for commercial and passenger vehicle. The size of rim is dependent of weight impacted by the vehicle and pavement in order to provide leverage. Rim determine the comfort of the passenger or of the vehicle. Size of rim affect the braking, handling, acceleration, alignment and speedometer calibration. The requirements of rim are it should have high static strength, it should have a fatigue strength, it should have high impact strength, and it must not deform under all types of load. Next point is types of rim. Rim is a well type of structure in which the tire is constant. The rims are generally of two types, a drop center rim or flat base rim as shown in figure. There are two types of rim, the drop center rim or flat base rim. Rim is the well type structure in which the tire is contained or in which the tire is fitted. Drop center rims are generally used in two-wheeler whereas flat base rims are used in commercial vehicle. The rims are made of steel or aluminium. Also, rim again are classified into flat base three-piece rim, semi-drop center, and flat base divided type. For car type, wheel base or drop center is the most common type. The tire is pressed into recesses of the drop center wheel for leveling in opposite side over the rim flange. A slight taper is of 5 degree provided for riding up the bed due to high pressure or air pressure in the tire. Flat base three-piece rim is detachable flange rim. It is used with stiff and heavy load heavy bed tire fitted on heavy vehicle. The flange is held in position by split lock ring similar to larger circlip. The lock ring may be removed after pushing the flange towards the tire. The semi-drop center rim is two-piece rim. It compromises between wheelbase and a flat base rim. It is a compromise between the wheelbase and a flat base rim. It is suitable for light vehicle. Its removal is simplified by split detachable flange while the tire is locked to rim by a slight taper. When the tire is removed, the slight wheel may be used. Flat base divided type rim used mainly in military vehicle. It is made in two halves which are bolted together by ring of nut adjacent to the rim. For changing wheel, these nuts should not be removed. The wheel diameter is influenced by the weight and size of the vehicle, the ground clearance, and the space required for brakes and suspension components, etc. This is it for today's session. We have completed it in today's session wheels and rims, types of wheels and types of rims. Thank you.